Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to bring you on a tour of my handbag room, which is where most of my bags are stored. I will show you all around this room, the drawers, what's in here, what's behind the camera. And then because it has been requested, I will also give you a tour at the end of my office, which is out through that door. There are bags out there which are more for display. I will show you that setup, and I will also show you my dressing table setup downstairs, also because it has been requested. But we're going to start in here, and then if you're interested to see those other bits, stay tuned to the end. This is the view as you walk in the door to the handbag room, and I will give you a quick overview of the room before showing you it in more detail. So we have the cabinetry built in down each of the walls, which has all of my handbags in it. I will show you the drawers as well and what's in there, and I will show you what's behind the cabinetry. And then we spin round, you will see that there is a window there that I try to keep blacked out as much as possible. And then this is what's behind the camera if you watch my videos. This is the part that you don't see, but I will give you a tour of all of that. And then down in the corner is the corner of shame. This is all things that still have to be unboxed, so we'll take a quick look at that as well. There is a video on my channel. The radiator used to be over here and it got moved to here. This used to be a junk room, and there's a video on my channel with the transformation of this room if you want to see what it looked like before. It was an absolute dumping ground. It was a disgrace, and how it got made into this. So if we start with this, if you know my channel, I drop things. I was carrying a candle up here and I bent down with my work bag to put the never full down, and I spilt it, and the candle spilt all over the wall and all over my picture of Meredith and Dale, which has had to come down so as I can get that cleaned. That was not my smartest. We have my never full here. You can see the luggage tags on it and the little Vivian from Deb from Wild Unfiltered. Then in this first section we have, what is this? This is for my children, no doubt. Yes, it says, "Thanks Mum for helping me grow." I'm very sentimental. You will see little sentimental pieces all around this room. We have my two Fendi baguettes at the top and the Chanel sequins bag. This that's on here, I've been asked about this on Instagram. This is a Vivian inspired keyring. This is not from Louis Vuitton. I've had a few messages on Instagram about those, so I will link those down below in the description box. They're a far more inexpensive version but gives you the look of Vivian, and I really like that pink one. I have another one that I will show you as I go. And then what else do we have? Down here we have all of my Chanel minis. That has been reduced. I've sold quite a few of those. I used to have, I think at one point, 12 or 13 Chanel mini rectangles. Nobody needs, unless you're a true collector, needs 12 or 13 Chanel mini rectangles. So I have wised up to myself a little bit and let some of those go and brought in new styles. I have the Chanel Classic Flap over in the corner, and then this is the Loewe Squeeze. I was storing that with the leather handle on the drawer handle, and I know better than that. That obviously indented the leather, so it's come out now that I've taken it off, but that's why it's hanging kind of lopsided on the chain. It does sit better than that, but that's where that is. I feel like I'm doing a marathon doing this. That's how unfit I am. Anyway, these little buttons here are the lights, so you can turn this off, and I will let you have a look. That is what the cabinetry looks like with the bags on it without the lights, but I generally will have the lights on because I just think it's prettier. So I turn those back on, and then we go over to the middle section. This is obviously my petite mals, which I have decided I want to collect, which is very silly of me, but I was never known for my scents. One of my diptyque candles that one of my friends bought me, and then the Dior in the background, and the little small Louis Vuitton trunk here. Down on this shelf we have the 4 mini Capucines and then the Capucines BB, and we have one of Dale's bag hooks here, which are very, very handy. Then we have the Louis Vuitton P9 Speedy from Pharrell's collection, and you can see the other one of my little charms on there. And then I have my Dior saddlebag. Then we move along to the bottom corner in this room, and we have the Alma. I have recently tied these up. That was sitting down across the leather, which is a rookie mistake. I know better than that as well, but I do not always practice what I preach, and I can be quite lazy. If you watched my recent reel or TikTok showing you what my dressing look at that as well. So bad for the hardware. Come on, Amelia, you know better than that. But if you watched my recent reel or TikTok, you'll have seen the state of my dressing table. I can be very messy. I get very busy, and that's not even an excuse. I can just be very messy. So I haven't been tying those up, but they're up now so as it doesn't mark the leather, and that has come out. This is my, I showed you this on my what I got for Christmas video. I absolutely love it. This is my little Prada teddy bear. I have definitely fallen for the bag craze. I just think she's so cool in all of her Prada little outfit. I think she's fabulous. Anyway, moving on. We then have my Louis Vuitton Vivian charm. This is an actual Louis Vuitton one that I got in Paris on the Alma in the Nano. Then what do we have? We have the Dior saddlebag in the mini, which I love. I think it's a statement and a vibe, but it's difficult to use. We have the only Lady Dior that I have left, the mini one in the background there that has the jungle scene. Then we have these little books. I love these sitting around. I think they're very good for decor. Any of the pieces for organisation, etc. that I have ordered from Amazon that are inexpensive, I will link on my storefront, and I will link that down below in the description box. I know I'm really bad at keeping up with links and I get a lot of emails about it or DMs, but I will make sure I do that in this. This is my burn book in the background. This I got in Paris when I was there with Bestie for my 40th. This my husband bought me. This I got in New York in the summer when I was there with the Handbag tribe, and I got that in Paris when I was there with my husband. Then if we move down, I have, oh look at her, we have the Birkin and the Mini Kelly. I should show you this. This was gifted to me. It has my name Amelia on it, and this sits with your feet of the Birkin sit in it, so as it stops the bag from sagging and it gives it a base. This was gifted to me by a very lovely lady named Jenny, and I will link her in the description box if she is still selling those. She sent those over to New York for all of us, and they're just fabulous, so thank you very much for that. Then I have my La Pausa bag, which eats my phone, and I have the Prada bag. That doll in the background is Meredith. The picture that is over there that has myself, Meredith and Dale. You can see the three witches from Hocus Pocus on the top, and then the dolls that Meredith had made to represent those. So obviously Meredith's doll has to be in the room with me, and I love and adore her. I then have my YSL bag, which I am sending away to get a liner made for. These two I get asked about. The one in the background is a Lulu Guinness bag. This is a money box with the lips, and then you have the little Gucci bag in there, and that is the last segment of bags on this side of the room. Coming around here, we have some art that I haven't got up on the wall yet, and it's what's the crack. It's a very Irish saying. You'll hear me say it in videos, what's crack, what's going on, or let's have the crack. It's just a very well-known saying here. And then this one, let me spin you around to give you a laugh about this one. So a lot of people from Northern Ireland struggle to say certain words, myself included. Examples of those would be, for example, the towel. So the towel is the towel that you dry yourself with. You go to the shower, we will say the shower. The mirror, I will say I looked in the mirror, and it's the mirror. So the country itself being Northern Ireland, a lot of people will say Northern Ireland. Where are you from? Northern Ireland. So this is Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland. It sounds even stranger when I try to say it slowly to describe it and explain it. But this is a joke, I suppose. I suppose it's taking the piss out of ourselves because the accent would say Northern Ireland as Northern Ireland. So there you go. Northern Ireland, and that is that's what that is for. I'm sure to a lot of people that doesn't make sense really sitting in my room. I actually sent Meredith one of those because Meredith really struggled when I was saying mirror, looking in the mirror for a long time, and she just called me mirror because herself and her husband couldn't figure out that it was mirror. So she now also has a Northern Ireland sign in her house. To the tour, I tried to black out as much of the light as possible. These are from my childhood. I have childhood teddy bears and trolls everywhere around the house. These are the Wuzzles, I think they were. He has the wings on the back. I just love him. And then this was one of my troll dolls. That's an original from the 80s, from I was a very young child, and they're in this room. Then we have some artwork down here that also needs to go on the walls. That front one is a drawing of me that was done by the artist at Louis Vuitton at one of the Christmas events, I think. And then those are just places in Ireland in the background, and they need to get, oh, don't break them, Amelia. If I'm not dropping things and throwing candles on the wall, I'm breaking the artwork. There's my chair that you will see me sit on. Very interesting. Now on to the other side of the room. So if we step back, this is what sits behind the camera and what you don't often see, but that's what's there. We have over here just knickknacks really. We have the Chanel water bottle, which I have to tell you I have never drank out of. Then we have the Louis Vuitton key clay in the Paris Vendôme. I just wanted that because I love Paris and Vendôme store. I have a lot of great memories from there. Dior makeup bag, the little Dior miniature. That is the box that my mini Kelly came in. That shouldn't be there. That's my son, and I don't show them on camera. There is my little Dior bag with the star on it, and then that is Best Mum. But yes, that's the box that my mini Kelly came in. I'm that sad that I just think that box is so cute, and that sits there. Then we have my Dior trainers, we have keep calm and carry on shopping, that's what that says. Keep calm and carry on shopping, money box in the corner, my Teddy Blake bag, Gucci trainers, Vuitton trainers, Chanel shoes, and then cosmetics down in the bottom. Then if we go on to the middle, we have, this is beautiful. So this is a little trunk and it says Louis Vuitton down in here. And then this closes up as an actual little trunk like that. Although I keep it sitting open, and that, if you can look, says, and I've lost a nail, but it says Louis Vuitton Paris. That opens up as a little trunk, and then you can see in the little ball is Vivian, a little Vivian doll, and I love Vivian. So that's very special to me. That sits in here and I keep it open with the Louis Vuitton sign. Another Best Mum teddy bear. These are shells that my youngest collected. This is a Chanel earring. I actually lost the other one, but thankfully I don't mind wearing different earrings. I do that quite often. This is my Chanel snow globe. I really, really, really want a Louis Vuitton one to go with it, just because I collect snow globes, and I think in here having a Chanel one, really a Louis Vuitton one would go. That is my Jo Malone candle, Wild Berry and Bramble, one of my favourite ever since. And then this is my trunk. I think it's the Coffret Tresor. I think it's the 24. I got this for myself for turning 40. This was for my 40th birthday. It was hand painted because it's the hard sided. It has Vivian on it. Obviously I love Vivian. Has my Petite Mal, which is my favourite bag, and cherry blossoms, which is my favourite tree. I have 2 cherry blossom trees in our garden and I just love them, so I got that painted on it. And then in here are spare SLGs. Oh yes, I must show you this actually. So mine was Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. It has the pink ballerine on the inside. I was using this again. This is the Recto Verso from Louis Vuitton. This, I needed to go somewhere without taking a bag. I put this little wristlet on it, and I've showed you this before, and this basically was the bag that I took with me. I put my key in the middle of it, and then I just put some cash and my cards. Those little wristlets, I will link that on my Amazon storefront. I think it was about $6 or $7, but it makes the Recto Verso a bag, basically, a wristlet like that. It's the only thing I took, and it just reminded me how useful it is. And I think they're great. If you have a Recto Verso, I just think they're a great addition. You can get them in any colour, and for $6 it just completely changes the look of that. I think it was $6, it was not expensive. There's the Dior card holder in the back, my round key purse that has euro coins in it, my little rodeo from Hermes. I want a pink one and a yellow one to match my other bags. And then I have this. Oh yes, I bought these in Paris. Now these are just from probably a corner shop, but I loved them. Has the Eiffel Tower, has a coffee cup, has another Eiffel Tower, and they just hang on my bags at times when I decide to put them on. Has a Paris sign. Probably tacky to a lot of people, but I love them, and they all just live in there as my spare SLGs. I don't have a huge collection of SLGs, although I did order some Murakami, so that'll change. Candles here, and then down on the bottom, oh yes, show you this. I love my Shih Tzus, obviously, because I have 4 of them. So that hangs there. I have my toiletry 19, the toiletry 15 is in the Neverfull, and the 26 is downstairs, having recently been used. All of my shoes, Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Valentino, Chanel again. I need to get the vlog sale done because I can't even tell you, some of those are never worn, which is just ridiculous. So I do need to get through that stuff and get the second part of the vlog sale filmed. I'm sorry I've been very slow at that, but it's been busy. Then up here on the last section, this is the card they gave us when we went for afternoon tea at the Plaza in New York with the girls and Handbag Tribe. That was just fabulous. That is a postcard from Paris when I was there with my husband. That's an Ana Luisa card from New York, but I really liked it because I thought it was Ana Luisa, or sorry, I thought it was New York. So I have that in there on display. This came from Deal, so Deal's in here as well, and so is Meredith and so is Deb. This is a teddy bear that my husband gave me. This we got at the summit of the Eiffel Tower when we were there for our anniversary. It had little treats in it, so that has come home and become decor in this room. These are the chocolates, or they were the chocolates that they gifted me when we got the Fred bracelet, which is on there somewhere for our anniversary, and then I dropped them when I unboxed it. These are all little Chanel brooches that go on my clothes or bags that I leave sitting. Those are my children, but they're much younger. They don't look like that anymore, so that's okay to be there. An A, obviously, for Amelia. Love picture that my husband bought me. And then down here we just have that heart my youngest drew for me. Then we have just some decorative boxes that I like the look of and wanted to put on display. We have a mummy street, quality street. We have some more display, and then we have another wuzzle in there in the corner. And then if I stand up, this is the corner of shame. This has not been unboxed yet. I have not accepted that they exist yet. So you will see those at some point. This on the back of the door is my Atelier Auguste bag. I use that for work. That is up here with the Neverfull. I've come up here after work and been working in that office that I will show you, and that's why both of those are here. Before I show you a quick overview, I will show you the drawers. This one is a bit of a mess really. There's the playbill from Wicked in New York. There's the Tiffany bag from when we were there. Other receipts and things like that. In this one, I have spare dust bags. This was actually my great grandmother's, and that's why that lives in here. I just think it's pretty, no value at all apart from sentimental. I just like having it in the room. Other little SLGs and dust bags in that one. And then in here, oh, there goes the saddle bag. Good work, Amelia. So what do we have? We have spare matches for the candles. I have candles everywhere. Spare little samples of Louis Vuitton perfume. This will be Blackberry and Bay, no doubt. Yes, that's my favourite scent. So spare hand wash. I have a bathroom beside my office because I spend a lot of time up here. So I have my own bathroom up here, and that is for that. Then I have Jo Malone wash bags, and this is a beautiful pouch that Meredith sent me from Camilla. I love the colours in that. Very summery. It matches my saddlebag perfectly. So that was very kind of Meredith, and that stays in there and will definitely come out for the summer. So that is this side. And then I'm going to spin you around and show you in the drawers of the other side. Okay, over here, this drawer I'm pretty sure is a junk drawer. In here, I have my Trolls collection. So anybody else who was a child of the 80s, these are all my original Trolls from when I was a child. I collected them. Obviously, I had collector tendencies from a long time ago. I just try to fight them. But yeah, I definitely collected Trolls. Oh, look! Obviously, I've come home with the best chocolate in the world, Golden Crisp, and decided that although I love my children, I'm going to hide it in my room. And I have forgotten that I even have it there. So yes, these are all of my Trolls. These are all originals from the 80s, and I just love them. This was one of my favourites, the ski one, even though I've never been skiing. Also, so was the roller boots one, because I used to love roller booting. This one as well, I loved the outfit of. Yes. Very nostalgic, and they stay in this room. And then if we go down to this one in the corner, what's in here? This is all of my spare straps. So these are my crossbody straps, the Fendi one, the straps that go with the bags, goes with the Petite Mal, the Dior, all of these live in here. And this drawer is very, very tidy. You would think because I need to be able to get the straps to add the bags on. No, it's because I was going to film this. I tidied it so as you could actually see the spare straps in the drawer. Okay, so before I take you out and show you my office, let me give you a quick overview. I will just do a little quick walk around. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible. I know it's going to be long. So this is the handbag room. Oh no, I need to show you behind it, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Let me take you to here. So I'm just going to take this one because these don't have the most bags on the bottom, and I will take those off and show you what's behind this. But it's behind both sides, so it runs all along of this, and it runs all along this side as well, and I will show you in there. You just lift the middle shelf out, if I can do it one-handed without completely wrecking the show, and then if you step back, that's just underneath that, and then if you push these doors open, this will give you all... Ow, caught my finger, that was not part of the plan. Anyway, take those off, open the doors, and the whole way along from both sides of the room has all of this built-in storage in behind the shelving. So on both sides, that's where all of my packaging is, all of the boxes is, everything. That's down both sides of this room. So the whole side of this one and the whole side of the unit behind us has this. And then you just close these doors in. Try not to get your finger stuck in them like I did. Pop the shelf back on like it is on the middle, put your things on, and you would have no idea that all of that mess is in behind there. So that is the bags back on, and you would have no clue that all of that is in behind that, and it just keeps that looking so tidy. Now that I've showed you in here and given you a tour of this room, let me take you out and show you my office. That has been requested, so I'll show you the office area, the desk. I can't show you everything out there, obviously, but I'll show you the shelving and the little bits and pieces of nice things. When you come in the door, this is your view of my office. If I give you a very quick spin around, and then you can see through that door there, that's where the handbag room is. If we start over here, there is my chair for when I have reading to do or I have work to do that I can do not at my desk. It has my Hermes blanket and my cushion, which I love. It has a dog lamp because if we haven't established, I'm pretty obsessed. Those are my Biba beach bags, which I think are fabulous. I will not buy a Prada one or anything like that because those are just fab and they go with me every year. Then if you watched my reel or my TikTok where I sorted out the mess, all of those clothes were in a pile there, which is a disgrace. So I ordered this off Amazon. Again, I'll put it on my storefront in case anybody's looking for it. I got the gold. I just thought it looked a little bit better. It's cheap as chips. I'm sure there's sturdier ones, but it does what I needed. And that has all of then my clothes that I have in here or that I'm looking at to see if they're going on the vlog sale. Things like that, and spare shoes and things on that. It's just a lot tidier than what it was whenever it was all lying on the floor. Couldn't be less tidier, Amelia. And then this is my shelving unit, and this is where the extra bags are. Now I can't show you in there, but all of that's obviously storage. These are my notebooks. If you know me, I love to collect stationery, and I have some designer stationery. That is a little Dior ball that has a heart in the middle of it. I got that in Dior when I was there with Bestie. Then I got these little elephants and this little rhino whenever my husband and I were in Africa. They were hand carved. That teddy bear is a money box my brother got me. Then I have more Dior packaging. This is wild berry and bramble, or bramble and berry. It's Jo Malone. I will link it. It's absolutely stunning. I love the smell. This Paris snow globe I got on the Eiffel Tower whenever my husband and I went to the summit on our anniversary. That is the box from Tiffany that my notebook came in. Those mirrors in the background, by the way, are antique mirrors. They're not just dirty. These are all of the books that are up here. These are the ones I showed you at Christmas, and I will link all of those as well. That's the Louis Vuitton Dior Hermes. I just think they make really nice decor for an inexpensive price rather than, say, like a Louis Vuitton piece or something. I just think it gives the look. Those are the Louis Vuitton travel guides from Meredith and Deb. But I love those, so I will put those on my storefront and link them for you. Then we have the Alma, which I accepted as mostly decor, but will get used, but I love it in here. We have my Hermes plate with the tiger. I love tigers. That sits in here. This painting we got at the bridge at Notre Dame. I just saw it and liked it. Somebody painting it, and it was sitting at the side of the bridge. Those Rose Forever roses have been here for about 2 years and they still look fine, and I think they're great as decor. Then I have other little bits and pieces in here. This my husband bought me when we started dating about 16 years ago, the handbag fund. I wasn't even really into handbags then, it was more shoes, but obviously he can see the future and he regrets doing that now. But we'll skip past that. Then we have the Speedy, which is the multicolour original, which is decor. More candles, which I love. My dog up here, paint splattered. Sorry about the light in the background. Then we have another troll that again is from a long time ago, and then we have a Manchester United thing up there, but I don't want to talk about that because we're playing so badly. So that is the shelves. There is a light. That light switches off a bit like the way it's built in the handbag room, but I normally have it on because I like the look of it. Then we have my desk set up. I will turn the ring light off in the background because you're going to be blinded and hopefully you can still see. I have a very old-fashioned traditional desk, if I could speak. That's just the look that I like. It's what I wanted in here. I can't really show you in the drawers of it too much. I can show you though in this part. Yes, I can. I got this from the lovely Victoria from Accounting for Luxury for Christmas. It has Amelia Rose's closet on it, and that's lovely stationery. I adore stationery. This book is going to go downstairs. I've been reading it, but I need to move it downstairs. That's where it will sit. Then on here we have this that I picked up on holiday, and it has spare hair things, spare lip balms, bits and pieces of jewellery in it. Then it has another New York, that's from Ana Luisa, and a Paris postcard, just because both of those places mean a lot to me. This one is Louis Vuitton, Vendôme. This was also Louis Vuitton with the trunks and Vivian on the top. That was gifted to me by the brand. Then we have a Dior one. I have stationery everywhere. I just like it. Then I have these handbag hooks, which I find really handy. I think I have those linked as well. And I have on them my two mini pochettes. I have the Paris one and I have the London one, and they hang there really as decor. I have another one of those little tiny Vivian charms here, and another one from my husband. Then I have the I Love You, that's also from him, obviously. Then these two lights, I have the rainbow I got last Christmas. I love it. And then I have Amelia Rose's Closet. My husband got me that. I love that. Let me spin you around. I love that because he got it for me, and it shows that he is supportive. When I decided that I was going to start YouTube, given that I already have a business and a job that is very heavy going and very non-YouTubey, if I can say that. It was probably quite a shock and quite a change for me to say I wanted to start making YouTube videos about handbags, basically. And I love that he is supportive of it. At the start, I'm sure he was unsure and thought, are you crazy and is this mental? But he has definitely become very supportive, and when he bought me that just with my channel name on it to sit in my desk, and I love that it just shows that he is supportive of these crazy things that I do, because I'm sure there's so many times that I come up with ideas and he literally is thinking to himself, you are nuts. But he shows his support and I appreciate it. Back to the chair. So that is my Amelia Rose's Closet light that will change colours as it goes. And then I'm skipping past my desk. I've had to turn it off so you can't show anything on the computer. Then more teddy bears from him. Love you loads. There's my pink colour. I just love that. Anyway, love you loads more from my husband over the years. This little Dior pot my friend bought me for my pens and stationery. Those are little Louis Vuitton colouring pencils. I don't think I need them often, but I like them to sit there. What does this say? This says Mum and a Million and Love You Mummy. They're from my boys. These two hearts my husband bought me at a Christmas market about 16 years ago. I don't think we were together very long, and they're still on my desk. This is a little teddy bear with a heart that he also bought me. As you can tell, I'm very sentimental. This Blackberry and Bay candle's for my mum. That candle is from the lovely Deb at Wild Unfiltered. And then we have my little Louis Vuitton notebook that he got me for Christmas. This is a Tiffany one that I got in London with the tribe. That is a Dior one that I got last year, I think. And then this one I liked because of the bees. That one my mum got me, and I just liked the colour of the leather on that one. So that is an overview of my desk and the little bits of luxuries that I like to have sitting around it. I think that's what people were asking to see, because I've said in some of my videos that as well as having my bags, etc. to use, and in the handbag room, I like to keep my desk and my workspace as much me as possible and keep it quite personal and quite comfortable, in that I feel like it's me, and I find that I'm more productive that way. And that is just a quick look around my workspace, and I hope that has answered your questions on this. So now I'm going to go down and show you the dressing room and the dressing table finally, and that will be the end of this very long tour. So this is my dressing table and dressing room, and if you've been following me from the start, you might recognise this because I used to sit here and film my videos. My handbags used to be in this. Don't judge me for this. This needs all still done. I haven't taken the shoes out, sorted them out, decluttered them. That's on the list to do because that's a mess, but it is on the list. But that's where my handbags used to be. They've grown a little bit and they don't fit, so they got their whole room, but we're not going to focus on that. Those are more trolls that we got for our wedding from one of my very best friends. I just love them. Then I have on here all of my perfumes. I've had to decide and finally make the decision to get rid of all of the ones that can trigger my headaches. So this is looking very empty. There used to be a lot more there. Perfumes that I used to love and be able to wear every day, I now can't wear at all because they trigger my migraines, and I had to just get rid of them. I love this little tray. This is also from Amazon. I will try and link that. It makes them look just so much tidier. This is my perfume case from Louis Vuitton that Bestie bought me. That is the cosmetic pouch that he bought me, and that sits to go in and out of my bag to go to work. Just has spare bits of makeup and perfume in it. This is my overflow of spare perfumes and cosmetics, and then cases over there for my makeup brushes. I finally threw out all of my makeup brushes and it's now nice and clean and tidy, which I will show you. Some art that is Mother and Baby, that is from Dubai, and that is from the Empire State Building in New York. Then we have these creams. I've been trying this. I wanted to get the small one, not pay for the big one, to see if it worked, but I really like it. I hear small feet and a small voice coming, so I think we're about to be joined. This is the jewellery box my husband bought me at Christmas. I will link this. This is relatively inexpensive, but I think it's beautiful and just is a real decor piece sitting on this desk. Then we have my Alexa. Oh, these are brilliant. I got these when I was organising this. These are from Amazon. Now the small boy is sorted. I think I got to telling you that I had ordered one of these from Amazon when I was doing the tidy up of this desk of my dressing table. I had a lot of toiletries that sat out over there and it just made it always look really, really messy. So I ordered this. It was relatively inexpensive. I think maybe 25, 30 sort of pounds, and it's really good. So if I can find that, I will link that too, because that's probably one of the best things I've bought from Amazon. There's a lot of those Amazon videos I think are rubbish, the things that are in them, but that's actually really, really useful. Then I have more eyeshadow. Then if we sit down at my desk, this is where I get ready. Actually, that mirror's from Amazon as well. Mirror. That mirror is also from Amazon. Sorry about the light, but it does me perfectly well. I love the 3 mirror on it. It just is easy to get ready. Then we have all my little bits of pieces. My little dog, my brother got me that. We bought that in Egypt. My husband got me that at a Christmas market many years ago. My mum got me that, the little roses. Then this I think is really pretty. I have hair things in there. My brother got me that little dog. And then we have my 2 Louis Vuitton niece. So I finally got around to washing and putting this in the washing machine, the insert, and clearing out my makeup, and I threw out a lot of the brushes. This is now a lot more organised, and I have all of my makeup in that one, and then this is all of my lip products. This is the Nice Nano, and they're at least both getting use, and they both sit there on the desk. That's the way it looks, and I really like it. Just makes me happy. I like sitting down here to get ready. Hi. And then if we spin round again, this is the tiger my brother got me with more rings on it. This we got in Tenerife, I think. Yes, we did. Tenerife. I love picking little things like that up when we're away. There are more of the books here, which I think make great decor. I really, really like those. That is the offending candle. You can see that the wax is all down the side of it. That's the one that well, it was probably me that was offending, but it was me that spilt the wax of that all down the wall. There's the tiger with the matches. I love that. I love that setup. And then more of my toiletries back here, which is mostly all Dermalogica. This wool stuff is really good if you've got fuzzy hair. If you put it on right, you have to put it on, apply tension and heat, and it helps take the fuzz out. It's actually very, very good. If I can find that, I'll link it for anybody else with fuzzy hair. That's another jewellery box in the background. And that is my desk. Let me set back and show you. That is my setup for my desk. Excuse my husband's clothes, which are lying on the sofa in the background. Oh yes, we have an old Roberts radio there, which I really like, just like the look of. This I also tidied up whenever we were gutting out, and this is now a lot more presentable than what it used to be. And I have also more jewellery, built-in storage underneath here. And that is basically the setup down here. That is the tour of my handbag area, my office, and down here, which is where my dressing table is. It brings back a lot of memories sitting down here talking to you on a camera. This is where it all started for me whenever I started YouTube, and what a journey it has been. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do have any questions or anything about anything in any of the rooms or anything, just let me know in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for joining me always. If you've enjoyed this in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.